Welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Season underway as toe meets leather. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll go with a direct snap. He breaks a tackle, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Got a little space. Turning it on. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
Talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Free down the middle. Touchdown, USC. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and tune and on the same page early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his feet, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo offense. This one's going to be fun.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Trojans. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Looking for room at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed it.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's Riley. Past the first down marker and still running. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Dude, 4th and 10 plus, I'm thinking nickel. I'm thinking dime. Bringing in my little fast guys to cover all the speed on the field. And what does the offense do? They run the football. Seriously? I mean, goodness gracious. Nice job.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah! some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. It's Addison. Finds a little space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with it.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. On the direct snap, it's Riley. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and let's see if they try to convert on fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Utes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Sweet cut there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Oh, better look out. There he goes. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 84 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Riley. He'll pull it down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Tompkins. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. Stands in and takes the hit. can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to get the corner. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utah!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll try the left side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Tompkins. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him! Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Finds his man, it's Thompson. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. Runs for the tackle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he muffs it, a loose football. To throw, it's Tompkins. The screen, he can go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on second down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Riley. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes with the 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wilson to pass. Makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
And the Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Now on the move. Creates a little space. There he goes. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
The Utes are rolling down the field. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. 10. Touchdown, Utah. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Gets the back moving. The give to the single back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Slithers into space. He has the first and still on his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Tompkins. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The pitch to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That one comes out hot down the right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Riley. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Utes!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Marsh. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Tompkins. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fowler. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. On target to the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Riley. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's loose. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on 4th, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop, regain the momentum, give it back to your offense, and they could not come up with the play.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The toss sweep to the right. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Caller could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking for a man. It's Tompkins. He'll take a shot. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking to pass. He wants a big play here late. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Here's a heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
A shot toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock,
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, USC! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And the extra point is good, but that only impacts the final margin. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.